Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Now you've joined me from the comfort of my BMW E90 3 Series. Now I just want to say, by the time this video goes live, the car will more than likely be sold. If it hasn't already been sold yet, then something has definitely gone wrong. But I just want to use this video to go through all of the expenses that I have incurred on this project, because it is complete now. The car has been cleaned, it has been polished, and it's literally ready for a new home. So how much did I pay for this car then? I know a bunch of you guys are asking, and a bunch of you guys are wondering, you're trying to guess how much I paid for this car. But I just want to say, the reason that I'm even potentially making a profit from this project is because that I got this car at an absolute steal. I got this car way too cheap, and I guess that's how it is sometimes you will get lucky. So how much did I pay for the car? Drum roll please. I paid £700. Yes, I paid just £700 for this 2008 BMW E90 320d. Yeah, way too cheap. The fact that it was £700, I mean, the reason that it was £700 was because the guy listed it as having head gasket failure. And I fully expected to have to rebuild the engine, well, at least rebuild the top half anyway, and that's what I planned to do. And I thought it's going to be one of those projects, you know, if I can break even, that's great. I'm not expecting to make any profit from this, but of course I can make the content. So I bought the car fully expecting it to need all of the work doing, and obviously I couldn't drive it home. I had to get a transporter, so I hired that for the day. And that was £105, had to put £60 fuel in. And then, of course, I loaded the car onto the transporter. And the car seemed to drive pretty fine. I didn't really notice any signs of having a head gasket failure. And that's when I was really thinking at this point. I was like, does this guy actually know that it has head gasket failure? Or is he just sort of, you know, randomly guessing that it does? Because you really can't guess with these things. I mean, like the N47 engine, it's not really known for having head gasket issues, so I was a bit sort of surprised when he said it does have head gasket failure. But anyway, I gave it the benefit of the doubt. You know, obviously I'd already agreed to buy the car, and yeah, I was sort of quite optimistic at that point. Got the car home. I thought, before I spend any money, I want to get the car up to temperature and see what's happening, you know. Are we going to notice any smoke from the exhaust? Are we going to notice the coolant overflowing or anything like that? So yeah, I just wanted to see what was happening, and got the car up to temperature. I did try to bleed the coolant, and that's when I turned the screw on the expansion tank, and it literally just snapped off. So of course then we had coolant squirting everywhere. Also noticed that the level sensor, or the dipstick inside of the coolant expansion tank, was snapped, so we needed to replace the expansion tank anyway. So I ordered a new expansion tank. Turns out that I ordered the wrong one. I ordered one for a petrol car, so it goes on the opposite side of the car. And yeah, so that was no good, but I'll keep that probably for my 130i. And then I just went to a scrapyard and got actually a newer one from my car. I think it's from like a 2012 car. But a good condition expansion tank. The level sensor and the bleeder screw are absolutely fine on it. I only paid £10 for that. So let's see, how much are we into the car so far then? So £865 to get the car home, £33 on an expansion tank that we didn't really need. That is £898 plus £10. That is £908. At £908, the car was running and driving fine. Once we replaced that expansion tank, there's really nothing wrong with the car. I mean, at that point, I could have sold the car. I could have sold the car after just being £908 into it. But of course, that's not what I'm about. You know, I'm not a car dealer. I don't need to maximize profits. I'm a YouTuber. You know, I make content, and I'm here to help you guys at the end of the day. So we did decide to go a bit further, and I basically just planned from that point that I wasn't gonna, you know, obviously I wasn't going to rebuild the engine, but I wanted to fix everything that was broken on the car. So everything that I would want to fix if it was my car, I decided to go ahead and do. So then I started to gather the service items for the car, because I wanted to give the car a complete full service. You guys have probably seen the video already. So then, new oil and oil filter, £20. Now if you're wondering why that's so cheap, I buy my oil in huge 20-litre containers. Coolant, £16 for a 5-litre bottle. Spacer box, because obviously we have wheel spacers all round, that was £23. Boot struts, £20. Bonnet struts as well, £20. And these are for OEM proper Stabilis shocks, so they are all round done and sorted. Cabin filter, £13. Fuel filter, £17. Air filter, £17. Gear oil, which we bought 5 litres of, but of course we only needed 2 litres of it, £27. A new driver's seat, because this did have a rip in it, and it just wasn't worth repairing, so I managed to get one in very, very good condition with no real wear marks on it. £126 I paid for that. New steering wheel, well, a new fresh retrimmed steering wheel, £72. The ashtray, which I retrofitted, that was £14. A head gasket tester, or head gasket failure tester, I guess you could say. It's sort of like a, it detects for exhaust fumes in the coolant. So I put that in the expansion tank just to properly confirm that we didn't have head gasket failure. And that was £9. Complete drive belt kit. So I know the previous owner replaced the crankshaft pulley, the water pump, thermostat and all that, but I wanted to do the drive belt, the automatic tensioner and both the idler pulleys. That kit was £68. Front control arms, I noticed there was an advisory on the previous MOT, and there was quite a lot of play in the bushes for the front control arms. So for those, £70. New wipers, so we have 2 new fresh wiper blades, which I actually bought 2 sets because I bought the wrong ones to begin with. So I paid £15 for the first set, then £17 for the second set. Second time lucky. Oh no, actually I bought 3 sets, but one of them I could take back to the store, so I guess third time lucky. Wheel alignment and wheel balancing, managed to get this really cheap. It was only £41 for the lot. He did me a good deal on that. And then I've got 2 MOTs. So of course we took it for an MOT at one place, then had a failure for the parking brake adjustment, readjusted it and took it back, and he failed it again. I have a whole video sort of explaining that, but yeah, I'm never going back there again. Took it to a proper MOT place, and yeah, it passed fine, and I had to pay another £30 for that. I paid £30 for 2 lots of MOTs. So yeah, we are looking at a grand total, this is how much I've spent on the car, a grand total of £1,573. Now there is some more parts that have been spent on the car, but they were not paid from, I didn't have to buy them personally, they were sent from various different companies. So we have a set of number plates, they would have been £20. The occupancy sensor bypass for the passenger seat, that would have been £20. The front grills, they would have been £30, and then the intake manifold, that would have been £200. Obviously we've fitted a brand new intake manifold. So I had a little bit of help from some different companies, but yeah, in terms of how much I've spent on the car, £1,573. Now I think that's very good. I mean, of course I didn't need to go that far. If my goal was to maximize profits, you would have sold it straight away. I don't know, you probably would have put it up for 2,500 and made a very, very healthy profit. But you know, I wanted to make the car, you know, near on perfect. I wanted to fix everything that I thought needed fixing, and I wanted to, you know, the person, whoever owned it next, to have a very, very good, solid and reliable car. So I fixed the common issues. and you know, went as far as I wanted to go. So if I sell the car for £3,000 or £2,995, let's see how much profit we would make. Let's go calculator. So £2,995 minus £1,573. We're looking at a profit of £1,422. That's not bad going, is it? Like I said, the only reason that I'm potentially able to make that much profit is because I got the car so cheap. I got lucky. The guy obviously didn't know how engines work, and you know, what a real head gasket failure is like. The only thing I can think of is that he saw coolant bubbling from his expansion tank and he just assumed that the head gasket had failed. That obviously wasn't the case. Oh, a couple of other things that I mentioned that I forgot to mention. I took the wheels off this car and also took the mats out of it. I put them both on my BMW 1 Series, so that's something else that I've sort of benefited from. But yeah, it's been a good project. I have enjoyed it. Of course, I expected it to, you know, take a lot longer than it has. I think in total it's took us about 2 months, which is pretty quick for me, to be fair, because I do like to document everything and go into as much detail as possible. But yeah, I thought this was going to be quite a long-term project. Like I said, I thought we had to remove the engine and pretty much rebuild it and do the rest of it. But yeah, it didn't turn out to be the case. I'm definitely glad that I'd done it. It has been a very good daily driver for me in the meantime as well. It's been very good on fuel, and it's been a nice, comfortable car to live with. So yeah, like I said, whoever owns this next, they are onto a real winner. And yeah, I don't think I am. I think I have priced it well. Like I said, I could probably get even more money for it, but I don't want to be too greedy. I've priced it well. I think whoever owns it next, they are, you know, they're going to have a good car. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think. Am I absolutely crazy? You know, have it done well? Yeah, I'm just interested to know what you guys think. But yeah, that's it. Hopefully you guys understand everything that's went into this project now. But yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed it anyway. Please give it a like, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you have not already done so, and I'll see you all in that next one. Peace!